I had a great children or a great class today.
Thank you,
Listen,
my friend.
I had a situation a few weeks ago with CPS, Child Protection Services.
Now,
And
are you a cop or the recipient of the CPS?
I'm a deputy sheriff out of
I'm just joking. You're in Mississippi
Feel a little
too?
awkward if he said, well.
Yeah, well, they just took my kids. Are you in
I actually
Mississippi?
went to your class in Pearl. That was pretty good too.
Oh man, that was a great class. And then Bubba up in Rankin is what a great host.
Yes.
Uh,
Anyway, we were asked to go over there to take 5 children into custody. After getting over there, I asked the CPS people for the paperwork. I was looking for a warrant or something signed by a judge. She told me she had a verbal order, and I told her I wasn't going to help, that I would stand on the street and be a peace officer. And she called the sheriff, and then the sheriff told me to go in the house and get those kids and bring them out. Was I above the law without the warrant?
Turn it down a little bit. There might be some feedback. Where's the feedback coming from? Oh, it might be from your okay.
Yeah.
Look, I don't want to give you legal advice, okay? I'm just telling you, let me just tell you what I would do if I was in the same situation. Is that fair?
Yeah, simple.
If I was in the same situation and I was told, as I was a police officer and I was told by a government agency that I have a verbal order from a judge to go into a home and grab kids, right? This is what we're talking about, right?
That's correct.
I would absolutely not do it. I would absolutely refuse to do that.
That's what I did. They made me go in there.
I would not do it. And I think I just would not do it. And I just wouldn't do it. I just would not with my knowledge. And I would also I don't want to pitch you between you and your bosses, okay? I'm just saying that to me could be a clear violation of the Constitution to me, because I need something solid. I don't need people's words that they are handshake deals of going to people's homes. When judges under the Constitution, when a judge orders a entry into a home, it's in writing somewhere. It's not verbal. There's something in writing. I need something in writing so that I'm not bothering people's rights.
That was what bothered me, because I felt that I was breaking the fourth on them folks. Now they're got repercussions coming back on us.
Yeah. So, Zach, do you have any feedback on this?
I said, what was the delay in not getting the actual written order? Was there an urgency to get those kids out right now, or what was the delay with not?
Yeah, is there urgency?
I guess the parents have been having some problems, and they decided to go get the kids, and I was really uncomfortable with it. And I refused to.
Hold on. Let me just make sure we're on the same page, Sam. All right. Who are the kids? Are the kids with a guardian or just like a family member?
They were actually with the mom and dad.
So where are the kids? Oh, great. CPS is taking the kids. Of course. That's why you said that.
Yes.
So just out of curiosity, though, take out this whole verbal warning or verbal order business. Would there have been an emergency or some kind of urgency to get those kids out of that home because of imminent harm to the kids? Did you have any evidence of that or no?
I did not.
Okay.
She wouldn't tell me anything. That's why I was starting to get a little upset about it.
What do you think, Zach? You have any 2 cents on this?
Yeah, I'm glad you clarified that. I mean, absent exigency, and of course, they don't have to. I mean, I think as a professional courtesy, they should tell you what their exigent belief is. But as long as someone in that work group has exigency, then it's a good entry. Like if CPS has exigent circumstances, they're just not communicating them. It's still lawful for Fourth Amendment purposes, but absent exigent circumstances, the entry is illegal. And there's also due process issues with taking the kids, the familiar relationship issues with taking the kids without a court order. So yeah, there's all kinds of constitutional issues.
And I also think we have a duty to intervene here. I think that a cop in this situation, I think it would be a clear violation to me that we are going into a home with verbal orders. I think a reasonable officer would, I'm not saying you or, you're put in a very bad situation. It's going to be your sheriff that's going to ultimately be on the hook if this was unlawful, right, my friend?
Well, kind of, yeah.
Well, you're in the hook too. I mean, you're going to be named too if this was unlawful. But I'm just saying, I can see an officer saying, no, I'm not doing it. It seems like a clear violation. And I want proof that this is the. Now, look, if you get the judge on the phone.
Let's say telephonic.
Yeah, you give me, hey, the judge is on the phone. Judge, are you approving this? I would go with that. That's good enough for me. I mean, at least we have the judge involved.
Mhm.
But if I don't have that, I'm not taking a CPS worker's word that they actually have proof. Because what happens if you shoot
What do
somebody?
you think about the emotion that's going to be involved in this?
Oh,
no
yeah.
matter what, you're going in.
Yeah.
They're
You take some
obviously
of these kids.
not wanting to relinquish those kids clearly. So yeah, there's a lot of
Yeah, and then you shoot somebody in a worst case scenario, and then you go to court and say, yeah, I was the CPS worker that I don't know where she went. She moved to Arizona. She told me that I can go in.
Yeah.
And then the
Well, I
judge is like, I don't
appreciate the
remember.
answer.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was on the
I
golf course.
appreciate the answer.